For decades, we've battled an alien enemy we do not understand. Unprovoked, they brought our civilization to its knees and forced us into hiding. And now, chased into the darkness, we have one chance for survival. One chance that carries the hope of our entire species and has led us here.
All I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
No choice. We must activate the ring.
Until yesterday, I didn't know we were getting a TV series based off of the Halo franchise, and then I saw the trailer. Now, to be honest, my interest is definitely piqued. But with that said, I do have my reservations about the show because you do have to remember this is coming from Hollywood. They're literally the killer of all great franchises. And they're taking their orders from the one true god of the pantheon of bullshit that we call the movie industry, Twitter. For the life of me, I don't know why Hollywood continues to pander to the folks over on Twitter. And it feels like they don't like making money. And I don't understand why. I once heard someone say that 90% of Twitter is only 10% of the population. And judging by the multiple financial failures Hollywood has released lately, these people are not supporting the type of movies that they are pushing for on Twitter. Let's just hope Halo doesn't fall victim to the same fate that so many others has. Halo, Halo and I have some history. I remember waiting outside of Target past midnight on November 15th, 2001, just to get my hands on that new gaming console, the original Xbox. It was cold and I was young. PSA, don't ever do that shit. It was the dumbest thing I've done as a young gamer, and I do not recommend it to anyone. But with all that said, I did this just for one reason, so that I can be one of the first people to experience Halo Combat Evolved.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
And damn, I really experienced it. And it changed my love for gaming forever. Even today, just listening to the soundtrack really brings back some great memories from my earlier days as a gamer. And this show has some really huge shoes to fill. And it's not the first time the Halo franchise has been adapted into live action. And 2014, we got Halo Nightfall. It was released starring Michael Coulter, and most people will know him from his role as Marvel's Luke Cage that streamed about 2 seasons on Netflix. And that was a damn good show, especially season 2. So, like I said, this isn't the first live action entry into the Halo universe, but this one is completely different from Halo Nightfall because the new show is tied directly to the main story and main characters, Master Chief and Cortana. The voice acting for these two were done so well. You really felt the emotion. You really felt the connection that they shared with one another. Steve Downs will forever be Master Chief. So having Pablo Schreiber's voice as Master Chief will definitely take some getting used to. One thing that I am glad of is to see them bring back Jen Taylor to voice Cortana. And there's a but though. The choice of character design, I thought it was completely awful.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
How can you go from the in-game Cortana looking like a badass to the Halo TV series Cortana looking like the My Face is Tired lady from Mass Effect Andromeda?
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
I don't fucking know. Why change her design to a lesser version? I mean, who knows? Although I'm looking at this at surface level, this just may be an early design. We still have time to figure this out and see where it goes. But from what I've heard, the showrunners have said they want this to be done in one season. And that just sits wrong with me if this is some of the art design that they're going to go with. We just have to hope for the best and pretty much prepare for the worst. So let's really get into the meat and potatoes of this video, and that is Master Chief looks amazing. The scale, the scope, and everything that was on display in the trailer definitely feels like Halo. And we also get some familiar faces and Fleet Commander Admiral Hood and the Arbiter. They both look really good. And then you have the Covenant, which they also have a really good design. The Energy Sword looks good. The Energy Shield is spot on. And these designs are great. How on earth can you go from the greatly designed Covenant forces and the Energy Sword and the shield, and you mess up Cortana's design? I just don't get it. But outside of, let's say, a few outliers, I think the trailer overall looks good and it looks and feels like Halo. But unfortunately, Halo will only be released on Paramount Plus, which up until this point, I didn't even know was a thing. So pretty much Paramount Plus launched in 2021 on March 4th. And I really can't find any solid numbers on how many subscribers they actually have. This is just like the console wars all over again. Everybody fighting for a piece of the pie. And the market itself is so overly saturated with these streaming services right now. And that's the problem. Too much of anything is always a bad thing. And over time, sugar will turn to shit soon enough, and we will probably be left with the big three: HBO Max, Netflix, and Disney Plus. Overall, I'm looking forward to this series, so let's just hope they don't mess it up.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
Well, that's it for the video, guys. I am definitely looking forward to it, and I hope to see more of these type of shows that are adapted from video games and other media with this level of care, so to speak. But that's it for the video. My name's Lincoln. This is an RPG show. I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.